Before I begin the content of this video, I want to make it very clear that this is not an opinion-based video. This will be an analysis video to give reasons as to why so many people think that this World Cup was rigged for Argentina. A lot of fans have flooded social media claiming that FIFA rigged the World Cup for Argentina and Messi. After Portugal were knocked out to Morocco, Pepe came out and said that the World Cup was rigged for Argentina. And Bruno Fernandez said that he thought it was strange that there were so many Argentinian referees while Argentina were still in the tournament. Even players such as Luka Modric questioned the refereeing after Croatia's game with Argentina, as did Messi's former teammate Frankie de Jong. To see such big players make such bold claims is very interesting. The comments that upset the fans the most was the fact that the World Cup organizing chair said he wanted to see Messi lift the World Cup. The FIFA president himself claimed that it would be a great injustice if Messi retired without winning the World Cup. And these comments raised a lot of suspicion among fans around the world. Now, let's move on to the actual controversies on the pitch. Argentina played 7 games in this World Cup, and they were awarded penalties in 5 of those games. This means that they were awarded penalties in 71% of their games in this World Cup, including the quarterfinal, semifinals, and finals. That is the most number of penalties awarded to any team in any World Cup since 1966, beating the records of Portugal and Netherlands from 66 and 78. The penalty that Argentina won against Saudi Arabia was not controversial at all. We can all see a clear push and a foul in the box on an Argentinian forward. However, the other 4 penalties awarded to Argentina were extremely controversial, so let's go through them. I made a video on Argentina's penalty versus Poland, so go check that out if you want an in-depth analysis. The reason this was so controversial was because of the fact that Messi had already made his move on goal and lost before the Polish goalkeeper made any contact on Messi. The penalty was awarded because technically the ball was still in play when the contact was made, even though Messi had already made his move on goal and failed, and even though the ball was going out of bounds. However, it did not matter because Messi missed the penalty anyways, but a lot of eyebrows were raised at this call, and it could have gone either way, but it went with Argentina's way. The Argentina versus Netherlands game was probably the most heated and the most controversial game of the entire World Cup. The penalty that Argentina won against the Netherlands was extremely controversial, and I made a video on that as well if you guys want to check it out. This decision raised a lot of eyebrows due to the fact that the Dutch defender had his leg in a natural, normal position and did not attempt to tackle, trip, charge at, or push the Argentinian forward. A lot of people believe that he went down way too easily and he was looking for a penalty, which the referee gave without any hesitation. As we know, the Netherlands lost in the penalty shootouts, and they likely would have won this game if this was not given as a penalty kick. Another reason this game made a lot of headlines was because of the fact that Messi could have potentially received a red card in this game. You can check out the video I made for this incident as well. In the first half of the Argentina-Netherlands game, Christian Romero received a yellow card for a deliberate handball. And in the second half, Lionel Messi did the exact same thing by deliberately touching the ball with his hand. However, he received no yellow card and the game went on. This surprised many people. And towards the end of normal time, he received a yellow card for arguing with the referee. Had he received the yellow card from the earlier handball, he would have been sent off because of this. He would have missed extra time, the penalty shootout, and the potential semifinal. The counter-argument here is that Messi would not have argued with the referee if he knew he was on a yellow. But this is all speculative because when Messi did argue with the referee, he was not anticipating a yellow card. So one could say he would have argued anyways because he did not expect the yellow card. As I said, this game was very heated and many fans believe that along with Messi, Paredes should have been also sent off. Many believe that this tackle on the Dutch player itself was nasty and a yellow card worthy offense. But right after this challenge, right here, he kicks the ball into the Dutch dugout with a pure malicious intent, which caused a massive fight on the field, and many believe that this should have resulted in a second yellow. But instead, he did not get booked at all, not even for kicking the ball straight into the opposition's dugout. And many people believe that Argentina should have been playing the rest of the game with 9 men on the field, with both Messi and Paredes off. During the game, Messi mocked the Netherlands dugout and coach and mocked the players and referees after the game. Fans wanted FIFA to take action against what they called unsportsmanlike behavior, but FIFA ignored this and moved on. After the match, Frenkie de Jong, Messi's former teammate, claimed that the referees were showing special treatment to Messi all game. And moving on to the game between Argentina and Croatia, many people believe that the penalty awarded to Argentina for their first goal was fraudulent. And yes, you guessed it, I made a video on this as well. Luka Modric himself came out and said that he could not believe that this was given a penalty kick. This is because many people believe that it was actually Álvarez who was the one who ran into Livakovic. And it was all simply the momentum of the movement of both players which caused the collision. However, Argentinian fans will tell you that Álvarez could have just went around Livakovic, but he couldn't due to the alleged foul. However, Livakovic did have to make a challenge for the ball, and it was an unfortunate collision due to the momentum. In the World Cup final, Argentina were awarded a penalty for their first goal of the game. And again, I made a video on this if you guys want to check it out. But fans were left perplexed as Dembele clipped Di Maria's heel and he went down for a penalty. Many people believe that Di Maria went down way too easily, as very minimal contact was made. It is true that France were also awarded 2 penalty kicks in this game, but it is very hard to say that those were controversial decisions, as we can clearly see the Argentinian defender tugging and pulling the French forward back with his arms for the first penalty. For their second penalty, we can see the Argentinian defender turn his back to try and block Mbappe's shot, and his arm was away from his body when the ball made contact with his arm. Since his arm was away from his body and he blocked a shot, it was a clear penalty. As for Argentina's penalty, the foul was a simple clip on Di Maria's heel, which many people believed was too soft to be given as a penalty. Lionel Messi's goal in extra time was also checked for offside. First of all, it seemed like the defender cleared it off his line at first, but that was not true. However, when checking for offside, they had to check when the pass was played, and the rules state that the hands and the arms are not taken into account when considering an offside call. The Argentinian forward's fingers are offside here. We have seen so many goals get disallowed because the player's hands were offside. Many people claim that this rule is subjective and the referee can pick and choose when to apply it. In this case, the correct decision was made, but it's the inconsistency of the referee which is annoying people. Here we can see a Croatian goal get ruled out for offside because of their hand. As I said, it can bother people when the referee can pick and choose when to apply this rule or not. On another day, this could have been easily given as offside. It is strange when you see big players such as Luka Modric, Pepe, Bruno Fernandez, and Frenkie de Jong openly make claims that referees are favoring a certain nation in the World Cup. Big players know more than just fans, so maybe they know something going on behind the scenes that the average person might not know. Do you guys think that the World Cup was rigged for Argentina, or do you guys think that Argentina won fair and square? Be sure to comment your thoughts down below.